What's up guys, Syiler here, and I am back with another video. And this is more of just like a filler video just to tide you over for now. And I'm actually on a Twink hunter. So the idea behind this character was it was going to be a Twink, and it was going to basically earn me some gold. I was going to be doing like power leveling and stuff like that. But I never actually got around to it, so now I've just decided to level it. And oh my god, I am getting dicked on right now. What the hell? Can I play the game? And I'm already failing to show you. What the hell? I'm being chased. CC'd. Stop! Okay. There we go. I can actually play the game now. Yeah. And it basically was a 101 Twink. I could do about 70% plus of the dungeon, like the damage total at 101. I'm 103 now, I'm about to hit 104, so every time I level my power goes down. But at 101 it was really, really strong. So I just kind of wanted to show you what it's like now, and so you can get an idea of how good it was, type thing. And the idea behind twinking, if you're not sure what twinking is, it basically means you optimize a character at not the correct level. So say there's level 60 twinks and level 101 twinks and stuff. Basically you've gotten as good gear as possible for that level, and you're overly strong for that level. Generally gear that wouldn't normally be accessible at that level, but it is because of new expansions and stuff like that, or weird enchants and things that basically just give you extra power than you would normally have. So that is a twink, and the idea behind the 101 twink is it can be used for obviously power leveling. As I said, I could do about 60 or 70% plus of the dungeon's damage. It can be used for herbalism mining in the world, because mobs in the world also scale to your level, and if you have, what's my level, 822? If you have 822 eye level, then you're going to be doing a little bit more damage than you should be doing. You basically 1 to 2 shot mobs in the world at 101. So you know, herbalism mining's really easy because if any mobs disrupt you, you just kill them instantly and carry on with what you're doing. Mob grinding, not as useful in Legion as other expansions, but there are times where you could grind for something. A 101 Twink could also be useful there. So there's a lot of various uses for a 101 Twink, and the main reason I said I got mine up was to do like power leveling, and we could have leveled characters in under 5 hours from 100 to 110, and me and 1/101 Twink. We could basically do the dungeons in like 5 minutes. So that was the idea behind it. I never actually got round to doing it though, I just kind of give up and got bored. But yeah, I could solo dungeons at 101, like I was insanely strong. I've lost some stats and stuff since then. I'm 51% crit, back then I was like 64. So, I'm not as strong as I was previously. In terms of my gear, as I said, I'm 822 eye level. 840, 835, 835, 835, 800, 835, 800, 835, 845, 40, 835, 835, 835, and 835. So the gear's pretty damn good. Near enough, well, close to as good as I could get at the time. The trinket is an intellect trinket, but it gives me an insane amount of stats on use, which is really, really nice. So that's the main reason I'm using that trinket. There's not really anything else you can get for that, like for those 101 that would be better. So that trinket ended up being quite nice. And there was some Legion ones, WOD ones, like the one from Armory, I think is a nice little 101 trinket too. But yeah, this one does the job just as well. And there are higher level gears out now, and there's also, I've got some leather pieces on too, which is actually a bigger DPS increase than just wearing full mail, because I couldn't get mail pieces to fill those slots. So I was using lower eye level pieces. So I end up with more stats in general by using the leather gear. If you were to do a twink, you don't have to go as crazy as I did. I spent a lot of gold on this character, just because I kind of could at the time. But if you want to do one for herbalism or mining, you don't need to go anywhere near as ham with it. You can pick up the 800, you can cap your XP at 101, pick up like the 800 pieces from each zone. You could buy some lower eye level pieces off the auction house, get yourself to about 780 eye level or something, and you'll still have a very, very, very easy time. So yeah, that's my 101 Twink. I kind of wanted to show it off a little bit, get some use out of it before I do Ding, and you'll get to see my stats go down quite a bit, as that's what happens. Every single time I level, I get weaker. Sounds odd, but yeah, that's unfortunately the way it works. And I decided to level the character because I wasn't really doing the power leveling that I planned to do. I just kind of, it sounded like a good idea at the time, and then I was like, yeah, I don't actually want to do this now. And I thought it'll be nice to have a 110 hunter. I can do some hunter guides, like pet guides, stuff like that. And I'll check it out in PvP too. So that's the kind of goal for the character, why I'm leveling it. And the reason I wanted to kind of get this video out was mainly because I'm going to Poland later on today. Well, it's at 3 AM, 4 AM, I have to be awake. So in another 10 hours from this video. And I'm not going to have a chance to make any videos or anything. So I didn't want to say, hey guys, I'm back, and then not make a video for a week. And that's not the goal. So I just wanted to kind of throw this out as a filler video just to show that I'm not just going to give up on you instantly again. I'm going to give it a good shot, try and keep some consistent content on the go. And it might not be the most enjoyable video, but I'd like to think it's better than no video. Maybe it's not, maybe it is, who knows. Maybe some of you are interested in seeing the Twink. Maybe some of you didn't even know what a Twink was. So hopefully it's of use to someone out there. I'm not quite even hitting 60% of the group's damage anymore. I used to hit way over 70% at 101. So yeah. In terms of what we're going to be seeing on the channel again, mainly guides and stuff will always come back. They're always going to be the prime content. But for the most part, we're going to be doing... One sec. So the main thing we're going to be doing is guides and stuff. Those will be returning as normal. And then maybe some PvP stuff. I'm not really feeling PvE anymore. It's not really of interest to me, honestly. I don't really want to commit to raid times and stuff like that anymore. I just want to chill. Log on when I feel like it, play when I'm in the mood, instead of being kind of restricted to specific raid times. So there's probably not going to be too much PvE like endgame, like a high-end game anymore. But well, it hasn't really been that for a while anyway, so not really missing out on too much. But guides and stuff will always be there, mounts and pets and stuff as always. Checking out some of the PTR patches, maybe do some PvP info videos because there's not too much out there. Like I've been looking for viable comps and stuff at the moment, and finding information on it seems really, really difficult. So if I get good enough at it, I know enough, then that might be something I can help out with too. But yeah, I will be at Poland, albeit I am Katowice. I've got to work there. So if anyone, as I said in the last video, if anyone's going to actually be there, then feel free to let me know, because it would be cool to see some people there. Oh, someone pulled the whelp spawn. And this spot, we've been in this dungeon for about 8 minutes so far. It's probably going to be done in about 10. And with another 101 in the group that's just chain pulling. I said I could get these done in like 5 minutes. It was really, really silly. So it was definitely viable. Like if anyone's interested in doing it, you could definitely make some good gold. It's an investment, but you could definitely make some good gold from power leveling people. The only downside is trying to find buyers, especially with gold being so inflated at the moment with the WoW token. It's difficult to get the price right and difficult to find people who are willing to do it. But you will find some people. You might not get a full group, but you don't need a full group. You could just run one guy. Obviously, getting 3 people to boost would be more ideal because it's more value for your time, but you don't need it to make some value out of it, you know. I'd recommend selling 1 level at a time, because then people aren't committing to like 4 or 5 hours. But if they want to, have the option there, because you're gonna make a big bulk. Maybe give them a bonus for every, you know, make it cheaper if they buy the full package. I'm just gonna let the whelp spawn. I can kill them pretty easily anyway, like that. Instead of wasting damage by standing still. Being knocked back even. Just let them spawn. When I come back, I'll probably do some PTR stuff if the PTR is still like interesting by the time I get back. I should be back about late Monday. And then I'll have a bit of work to do. So maybe next Wednesday, the next video will be out, hopefully. That'll be the goal. I also have some footage from one Legion that I made. I put together a every single raid mount guide. So I basically recorded every single mount that comes from a raid and put it in a 2-part video. So it shows like the location, the drop rates, where to go, what to do for every single raid mount that's soloable. So maybe I'll add the audio to that and put that out on here. I'm not too sure. Is that something you'd want to see? Because the guide scene's changed a little bit. The things that were interesting when I was in my prime aren't as interesting nowadays, I don't think. But maybe they are. Although there's definitely more people covering them too. I let my seat get taken by a lot of people. There's like 5 people in my seat nowadays. To push them out. Take my seat back. As you can see, the damage, like no one's even coming close. Like what level are these guys? 110. So yeah, we've even got a 110 in the group, and he's second by a very, very large margin. And that's because these mobs are all 101. Well, they're 103, but they're scaled to be one, like for a 101 player for me. So I just do ridiculous. Oh, actually, no, I'm 103 now. That's why they're scaled to 103. So they're scaled to 103. Previously, when I was 101, they were 101, which just meant I was just hitting them for a crazy amount of damage. Because the game doesn't expect a 101 character to be doing that much damage. So on the last boss, get this out of the way, and then yeah, hopefully you all have a good weekend. And I'll be working in Poland. I have a 2-part flight. I need to download some anime or something. I need to travel to Germany, lay over for 3 hours, and then fly to Poland. And then I get to my hotel. The hotel seems okay. It's not the best, but I have free Wi-Fi there, so I'll take it. Maybe get some character leveling done while I'm there. So I've got a few more characters to mess around on and do content on. And I might also start writing up some content ideas as well while I'm there. That would probably be a good idea. Figure out what it is I'm going to make some videos on. Because right now, I want to make videos, but I don't have a huge amount of ideas. So maybe I'll use the time when I'm in the hotel room to figure out what it is we're going to do. That's a good idea. Thanks for that one. You're welcome. So there it is. We've dinged 104 now, so my stats went down to... Yeah, so I lost 5% crit this time, like 2% haste. Every time I level, it's so painful. So, I was a beast. I had like 60-odd% crit at 101. It was insane. I loved it. But now I'm slowly becoming a pleb. So, hopefully you enjoyed this look at my Twink. And look out for more videos coming soon. Thanks for watching, guys. See ya.